We haven't checked in since we bought the building. Come on, let's take a tour. A lot's going on. Welcome to the shop. Creating a collaborative content creation space. Are you ready?
Ready.
All right, so when you walk into the shop, one of the first things you walk into is, this is the pit. The pit is set up in a round robin workflow. So we've got the JX12 Laguna sitting here. It's a 12-inch joiner. It sits here, which then sends us over to our PX20 Laguna beast of a planer. This has got a 20-inch throat. We can go as deep as 8 inches if we have to. So we can go joiner, planer, right over to our table saw. We have our saw stop, 3 horsepower table saw on one side, and then on the other side we've got our new mobile cleat wall, which allows us to keep stuff close to us while we're working, and that's kind of like the north and south ends of the pit. In the middle, we've got our outfeed table, which we made ourselves. You probably have seen that video up on our YouTube channel before. If you haven't, check it out. On the eastern side of the pit, there's always camera equipment everywhere, right? This was the first workbench I ever made. This was the James King Extreme Assembly table. This is what started it all. I came across James King, who I'm proud to say now is a personal friend, and I bought his plans. This is what started it all, right here, and it's still in the shop. This miter station, you may have seen a video on this. These plans were devised by Michael Long of MK Designs, another friend of the shop. So we've got our miter station with our Bosch 12-inch saw sitting there, and we've got our Nova VR drill press sitting here. Up here, because it just kind of made sense, we put our Laguna 1412 bandsaw, and then we've got our drum sander. Back here is my one true love, if we want to call it my mistress, my lathe. I do not turn the way I used to. It's the Revo 1524 from Laguna. I love this lathe. So moving on, we have 2 CNCs in our shop. My first CNC was a Shark HD 520 made by NextWave. Absolutely great desktop model. We have since kind of graduated into a larger production model. I think we run under the mantra of controlled chaos. There is just shit everywhere, including this pallet that's been here probably for 8 months. As we got into more and more production work, we had a lot of slabs coming through the shop. We graduated to this, an absolutely epic beast of a machine, the Phantom 5x10 ATC. I cannot say enough good things about Phantom CNC systems. Not sponsored, just a huge, huge fan. So this little corner over here, you've got to be wondering what is up with all the DeWalt Black & Decker stuff sitting here. 9 years ago, I deployed to Israel as part of the Emergency Volunteer Project as a paramedic. That organization reached out to Black & Decker and DeWalt and were able to procure a donation of supplies for rebuilding Ukraine. We're just holding this so it can eventually head on out to the Ukraine for rebuild. You've seen the pit, you've seen the CNC. Oh, and Karen's tower. Upstairs, this is where Karen has her studio. Hey.
Hey.
I'm giving a tour.
Hi.
So this is Karen's studio. You guys should know Karen, you should recognize her. She's in a lot of the videos on the channel. She also has her own presence now. Fox Tower Creations.
I am a resin wood and upcycling artist that does all sorts of interesting things like stuff like this. And
to be or not to be?
Oh, you can't. It's okay.
Say, underneath Karen's studio was our resin room. That's over here. We've actually kind of cleaned it out. Yeah, this doesn't look clean, does it? But we're really lucky here. We're sponsored by Polytech. You see a lot of Stone Coat products. So there's projects laying everywhere in half fashion. You know, we've got our coffee bean serving board, the start of a penny board, the pieces for the chest board, stuff in the pressure pot, and there's gonna be coffee mugs made out of coffee beans. So yeah, this is a mess. Let's show you the real messy side. Welcome to slab storage. All these slabs are slabs I've actually gotten a hold of over time. There's spalted sycamore here that came off of trees on the property. There's walnut, there's mulberry, there's redwood, and 2 full white oak trees that are going to end up being Adirondack chairs come springtime. So snaking our way through all of the mess, we'll head upstairs. This is where our office space is going to be. This is where the restorations are starting to kick in. Unfortunately, from a building from 1910, it smells like urine and it's dark. This is where our office space is going to be. This is getting ready to get gutted in the next 3 weeks. We do plan on getting rid of this. Welcome to Freddy Krueger's bathroom. This needs to go. Wait a minute, there's actually toilet paper up here? Why is there toilet paper up here? And it looks like it's new toilet paper. You have the start of a kitchenette that had a fire. But it does have this beautiful, wide open footprint. So we're going to gut all this space, and we're going to be moving our design center up here, as well as our videography support offices for our team. It'll be cool when it's done. I mean, it's a diamond in the rough, right? Cut some windows in, we'll get some air freshener, right? And we'll get it done. It'll be fine. It's going to be fun. Everybody that visits us wants to see what's behind the red door, so let's check out behind the red door. This is where all the restorations are going on. So this is the paper mill side, built in 1910, we think. This is where all the restorations are going to happen. The long-term plan is on this side of the building is where all the creatives are going to be. Art studios, other content creators. The goal is to turn this building into a creative hub for content creation and art. It's distinctly possible that the shop is going to, in the plans, end up on this platform. And there's a built-in kiln, so we could dry our own slabs if we wanted to. Yeah, it'll make a nice kiln, right? I think so. Definitely one of the coolest portions of the platform has to be this baler. This is a 2-story paper baler. At one time there was actually 4 of them. The motor plate says 1956, which puts it just a wee bit older than me, by a little bit. This down here is going to be the public entrance to the building when we rip this off the building, if it doesn't fall down on us while we're in here. That's what's holding the roof up. A 2,000 square foot space here. We're not quite sure what we're going to do with this, but it's got access to the outside, which is great. In fact, let's show you the outside. We can show you the parking lot. We obviously have plenty of parking for anything that we're going to want to do here. We're all still sorting all this out. I don't know what to say about this space. I don't know what we're going to do with this space. So if that's going to be the public entrance, welcome to the public lobby, complete with hanging creepy lights. This apparently at one time or another was the bathroom for the supervisor, and this is gonna, how many times can I say lobby in the video? Right? So this is probably one of my favorite spots in the whole building. Welcome to the DJ platform. Tiesto, if you're watching, we could throw a rave. I love this spot. You get an entire view of the building. You see the old catwalk, you see all the old machinery that's still here. I don't know what to say about this stuff other than it's old and cool. I'm not throwing that. I really wish I could, just to see what the amp thing goes up to. This is the old metal shop that was part of the building. Great artifacts in the building. I'm not sure what we're going to do with this. My daughter's boyfriends should take notice. It works. Anyway, this obviously was a place that they stored all sorts of tools. I love this, and I'm going to find a way to move this to the shop. We still had advertisements from catalogs from forever ago. Oh, look, we're finding new things. The Home Depot. I wonder if Mr. Ken Johnson, the tech advisor of Alloys of Maryland. Do you know how old this is? But look, it's a 7-digit phone number. We haven't had 7-digit phone numbers in Maryland since like 1980. I think the coolest thing about this is right here. Calendar 1961. And it's still here. I'm gonna call Fred later. This is the mill chase. This is where the water conveyor was for the paper mill. Look at all that paper pulp. Oh my Lord, there's a coffee cup. This mill chase is about, we think, 8 feet deep because it's all full of pallets and junk. We're gonna fill it in, we're gonna put a nice flat floor on this thing, and then we're gonna put artist studios along this wall here. Again, other artisans, other content creators, specifically that in the goal of creating that collaborative. Don't let me drink this much coffee anymore. with the goal of creating a collaborative content creation space. Tuesday, Wednesday next week, this all comes off and we get to see what's underneath here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little horrified. We're gonna find a body or something, I'm sure of it. All of this is getting ripped out. This whole area in here is gonna be a 1,500 square foot classroom. I don't know what we're gonna do with it, but we should totally steal that. Steal that. I own the building. It's not really, can you steal from yourself? Last place that we're gonna show you is, we call it the living room. This is where we spend a lot of our time. We're gonna catch and see if Kendall's actually doing what she's supposed to be doing. Hey. I said we're gonna see if you're actually doing what you're supposed to be doing.
I have notes.
Anyway, welcome to the living room. This is the first area that I actually restored. We have our seating area over here. We have a lot of team meetings that are over here. As the videos are getting done, we put them up on the TV and we workshop them. But most importantly here, the coffee machine. We have our kitchenette on the other side, and it's got a popcorn machine. I mean, how bad can it be? And upstairs is my office. You guys really put googly eyes under the steps? Really? I'm still finding stuff from when you pranked me. Go ahead, ask me where something is and I can tell you where it is. The desk that I built when I first moved in, you can't see it because it's covered in bills and papers and one of the 12 pens I've made since I bought my lathe, and lots of Funko Pops. I have a slight addiction problem to Funko Pops. There's Barista Deadpool, that's Frenchie Art Deadpool. There's Bob Ross Deadpool. This is my favorite one right here. Really? I just saw that one too. Fantastic. But anyway, cannot wait to share with you what's coming next because restorations start next week and we are super excited. We'll see you next time.